What's up, YouTube? So today we are going to be explaining on what you are going to want to do to make sure your fish tanks are safe during a power outage. So one of the first things you can do is invest in some insulation. What this is going to do is when you wrap it around your fish tank over here, it will make sure that it will help keep the heat inside of the tank. So it doesn't lose that much heat, and you can heat it up and waste less energy. The second thing you could do is invest in an external power source or generator. Right here, we have our battery that's plugged into the wall that's charging right now. We use this to power our aquariums when we have a power outage. So your main priority is to keep circulation in the tank, so you're going to want to use power for that, unless it's really cold or like an extreme temperature, then you can divert it to the heaters. So basically that's what you can use for the powering the circulation. The third thing you can do is get a water bottle like this, like metal, one layer, like that, one layer, for like the number of aquariums you have. And if you still have gas, you can boil some water and put it inside, and then you can put it inside your tank, and the heat will disperse and keep your tank warm. You can also do this if it's like, say it's really hot and there was a forest fire and you lost power. You can do it with cold water or like even ice. If it's like really hot outside and you don't have like air conditioning or anything, you could fill your water bottle with cold water to, make sure the temperatures are good. We will also be doing an experiment with 2 buckets, same temperature. We will then be putting in water bottles with hot water, and we will see, we'll graph it and log it, and we'll show you at the end of the video. Okay, what else is there? That's it. So, if you don't have a way to boil water or heat it up to put into your metal bottle, you could also make a fire and use that to boil the water. And if you have the resources, you could also invest in a generator to supply energy in case of a power outage. We don't have one, so that's it. Yeah, because the heater over here, it takes up a lot of energy to heat those heaters. Like for these tanks over here, to make sure that the heaters are still on, it will only last like 1 hour before it runs out. But it'll last like a few more hours. Yeah, 4 or 5 hours just running the circulation in there. So yeah, you can advise you to use it mainly for circulation and don't use the heaters, because the heaters take up a lot of energy and there are much better ways to make sure your tank maintains its temperature. If you guys have a lot of fish tanks and this small battery won't do, what you can also do is invest in a jumbo-sized battery. We'll have a link in the description to make sure you keep your aquariums functioning during the power outage. Okay, so right now we're going to do a demo. What you're going to want to do is just fill your pot. If you have a gas burner, you can do that, or build a fire. Just fill it with some water like that, and then we're going to come over to our gas, and just like this, keep it on there till it gets to a good temperature. Okay. Oh, my bad. Alright, so make sure make believe that the water is the correct temperature. So what you're gonna want to do now is I'm gonna bring it over to the sink. Open this and then pour it straight in, just like that. Just like that. Gonna fasten it up, just like this.
Because it's gonna be hot.
Yeah,
so
it's gonna be hot. Okay, just like that. So you can come back.
Now in real life, it might be hot, so you may not just walk around with it with your bare hands.
Use like a mitten or a towel or something. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do after that is just simply float your bottle in the water, and if it's hot enough, the heat will disperse, and yeah, because of the circulation, the water should, you know, mix up, and yeah, so that is what you would do if you don't have a heating source for your fish tank. You would do that with all your aquariums.
And be careful, because that's a metal bottle that we just put on a glass tank.
Yeah, be careful about that.
Because if you shatter,
yeah, that's
bad problems. Like that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do what I just did. Alright. So we're gonna fill our water bottle with some hot water now.
Now, why can't someone just pour the hot water directly into the aquarium?
Number one, it can mess with the chemicals in there, and it could boil the fish and like stress them out.
Ah, so having it in this
isolated
thing, like, so if I have a saltwater tank, it won't affect the salinity, even though it's freshwater. And secondly, if it's a freshwater tank, it's better than pouring boiling water on the fish in the aquarium.
That's good enough. So, both of the water buckets are about 80 to 82 degrees. We measure them.
How do you know?
I'll show you. And this one is 82. And this one is like
82.
82.
Yeah. Okay. So now, let's make believe. Technically, the temperature of a tank should actually be like 78, 74. But just make believe, like, we're gonna try and just see how long we can keep it stable. Okay.
So, I'm just gonna put it in just like this, and every minute from now on, I'm going to log the temperatures, and we're gonna graph it and see what happens.
Exciting. If you put your hand near it and you simulate a fish, does it feel like the bottle's gonna burn them?
I don't want to touch it, but I don't think it's.
Can you feel it?
I touched it. It was pretty hot.
Okay.
But like,
all right. But they probably won't. They won't. They might swim next to it.
They have better sensing because they're smaller.
Yes. Yes. All right.
All right.
Good?
Yeah. Okay. So every 5 minutes we will be taking measurements. It has been around 20 minutes now, and we're just gonna go like this and put it in here. Show you the temperature.
What? What is that? It's 92. The fish would have died.
Yeah, we won't put that much, like. Okay.
So there's only 5 gallons of water in here.
81.
Oh my god. That one is 81.3.
Wait, what was this one again? 92?
91.2. So it definitely works, but it's clearly an example of how you have to
make sure you use.
Did you put the whole bottle full of boiling water?
Yeah.
So maybe if you had filled it halfway, or maybe just put hot water instead of boiling water.
We'll keep taking measurements like this for like maybe an hour.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. been like, I don't know, an hour and some. I'm gonna do another measurement. So this one's at
Okay.
85.
And this guy?
This one's at 70.
79. Not terrible. It's like 75 outside.
Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't dropped that much. We should come back later this evening
Yeah,
after
we'll come
dinner
back.
when it's cooler out.
Yeah. Okay, so it's been a day and we have collected the data. If you can look over here, you can see how over time they both have decreased, but the water bottle did increase the temperature of the water. Based on this data, we suggest every 100 minutes or so you change your bottle. I think it would have been better if it was like half a liter instead of a liter. If we were to do it again, we'd probably do half a liter per 5 gallons, or or a full liter for 10 to 15. As the data shows, it has kept the temperature higher than the bucket without the water bottle. So this is a strategy. Based on your tank, it might change. You make sure you use like a clean bottle. You don't want any like chemicals into the tank. And yeah, that proves that the water bottle strategy does work. Yeah, also like, share, and subscribe. If you have any experimental ideas, we are happy to do them.
Put them in the comments below.
Yeah, put them in the comments, please. And we'll see you in the next one.